Hello everyone, it is me, Connie, and I'm going to make a pocket tuck, all the things, and I want to take you with me. And what I did is I got the idea from Pink Monarch prints, and I thought it was a great pocket, so I wanted to make it, and I thought, you know what, I am making a journal. Let me show you. Hold on, let me find my cover. I'm making a new journal, and I haven't creased it yet, but this is going to be the front, and when I put my lace right here, it's going to be real pretty with this butterfly. This is part of this collection, which is from My Porch Prints. It is so cool. So on the back, I printed some of my purple with some roses that I've done. I thought it might look okay, and if it don't, then I'll know not to do it in the future. I'll know not to do it. So what we're going to do, this is I printed, what is it called? Borderless. So it's a full 8.5 by 11. So what you're going to do is you're going to have your paper like this. Let me refer to my, yep, we're going to do like this and fold it where these two links right here are kind of the same. It looks like a little box, right? Okay. So I'm just going to do is however it's going to look the best. And it's going to look like a box. All right, about the same height. And then I'm going to crease it. And hopefully it's the same distance here to here. Who knows? With me, you know, there's no telling. But we're going to go with it. And what I used was, I used 65-pound cardstock because I wanted something thicker than just my copy paper or printer paper, 20-pound, whatever, you know. I wanted a pretty substantial thickness. So there's that. I'm going to crease it really well. Then you're going to turn it over, and we're going to do this. Let me crease that real good again. There. Then we're going to do it this way, lining up this bottom to the bottom here as we turn it over. And we're going to make it where all these layers are, you know, close to the same if we can. However you want to do it. And then I'm going to crease that really, really well. Okay. And then I'm going to trim this off here, and then I'm going to trim off a little bit at the top so it'll fit my page, but I have to bring it all the way through here this way so I can see. And I'm going to do it right at the point where it's right there. Uh-oh. There we go. Perfect. Look at that. And then I'm going to turn it around this way, and I'm going to cut off the top points where it's just straight across. There we go. And we have something like this. I don't remember having that like that. It's supposed to be a point. What did I do? Same width, but what? Oh, I cut it shorter. Here we go. We're going to cut it shorter to that point. We're going to go ahead and cut it shorter because I was like, what in the world? Why am I looking different here? All right. So there's that. All right, I love it, love it, love it. All right, so now this extra piece right here is gonna fit right here. I'm gonna cut this, I'm gonna separate this is one of the folds. I'm going to separate it, and I'm going to cut right below this so I can have this right here, but I'm going to use this side, okay? Does that make sense? I hope it does. So where the fold is, I'm going to take that off right on the this side of the edge. Let me get to a straight line so I make sure that I am straight. Where's the fold? There it is. There we go. That should get it. And we have this on the other side, and that will fit right here. Just perfect. I mean, it may not be perfect, but it's good enough. And then I cut these strips. This is from Hobby Lobby, that specialty paper, and I love the gold. And I thought, you know what, I've been putting some gold and stuff in my books, and I want a little bit of the gold thing going on. So we're going to glue that down. But first, before I do that, I want to ink everything up. I want to ink everything up. I love the look of that on my embellishments and pockets and stuff. I always ink the edges up. Just cause I like it. Then we're going to ink the top and the sides. The bottom. I'm going to ink the inside of the bottom, so if there's some poking out, it won't look so bad. It'll be inked up as well. Just like that. Very good. And I'm going to ink this all the way. Perfect. I'm going to unfold it a little bit. I'm going to ink this. Just like this. There we go. Just like that, okay? And then I'm going to ink this edge. You can leave it all folded up and just ink, but I'm kind of weirded out about all these things. So I'm going to ink the rest of the top. And I'm going to get the inside of that right there, because when I fold it over, you can see the inside right there. So I want that done too. And then I'm going to ink this side. You know, you could ink your whole paper up before you even fold it and do all the things, and then have to fold. Just all you'd have to do is ink the edges. But this is good. Now I'm going to really burnish that real good, because it is thicker paper. And I really did it. I about tore my page off my pocket. Okay, now that's gonna go there, and I'm gonna put this trim underneath that, just like that. And then this one is gonna go up here like that. Ooh, yes, I love me some gold. I love me some gold. I love it. Okay, now let me do this like that, and then I'm gonna glue it down. There we go. There we go. Is that even? It could possibly be off. Who knows? So now I'm going to take this and I'm going to cut it straight from this point. I'm going to cut it off like that because I want the angle. There we go. I'm going to ink that. And then I'm going to come over here and do the same thing on this side. Just line up my scissors with that. Very good. Love it, love it. Now, this is gonna go right here. Isn't that pretty? Yes, I love that. All right, I'm gonna glue that down. I'm gonna glue the whole thing down because it's not gonna be a pocket or anything. You could just glue it like that, and that could be another little tuck spot, but what am I doing? I'm okay. Let's just glue it all down. But you could glue, if you did that though, if you put an extra piece of paper here, you can just put some tape right there so that nothing grabs. So now I'm going to put this right here before I knock it down. Let's make sure it's straight as it's gonna be. Love that. That's pretty. I like it. And then I'm going to put this one right here, just like that. Isn't that pretty? I'm going to give myself enough room so I can cut the edge off. This one, I glued it down and I've got that little point where I didn't cut it right. So I'm going to glue that, and I don't know how much glue or how long, but we're going to do it this way. I can always add or wipe off. It's all good. I'm going to put that right there. Let's see. There's that. All right. Now I'm going to cut this. I'm going to open it up so I don't cut my all of the pages. So I'm going to cut that right there. Then I'm going to ink it up. And I'm going to check and see if I got the glue right where I needed it. Let me put a little bit right there on that point. Just so. Oh, did y'all hear my printer? All right, and then I'm going to cut this right here off. There we go. Looks good. And there we have it. Isn't that pretty? All right, and now for me, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to glue across the bottom. Now you can glue this and this, but if I have a piece of something that I'm going to put in here that's a little wider than this pocket right here, you know, if it's wider than 1, 2, 3, let's see, what is that? A little over 4 inches. If I have something a little over 4 inches that I want to put in here, then you know we're in trouble. So you can have all of this space. You're going to have all of this space, and right here, and then you're going to have back here. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to have 4 pockets on this little baby. So I wish I had another, let's pretend like this is a book page. Because it is about the size. Okay, so I'll be able to glue it on the edge and on the bottom, and it'll fit just fine. I want to turn it the opposite way so I can have it on this side of the book, but this is the way I'm going to put it on the edge. And then what I'll do is just glue here like that, okay? And then, so for now, I need to glue this to this edge just like that. And that's the bottom. So let's put some glue there. And I'll glue that. Glue that down. Good, 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 good. There we go. Glue that. Let me hold it just a minute. Okay, I use art glitter glue, by the way, from doing paper to paper and stuff like that. And when I'm working with ribbon, I use the Fabri-Tac. I love this. It's one of my favorites for doing ribbon and stuff like that. My favorite for paper to paper is art glitter glue. It dries clear and it is, but let me just tell you this. It is fast drying, so you have to, your placement has to be pretty spot on from the get-go. Just throwing that out there. If you need a little wiggle room, use the Fabri-Tac because that will work paper to paper as well. It just doesn't dry as fast. So just throwing that out there. So now I have my pocket. So we have our pocket here, we have our pocket here, we have our pocket here, and then we're going to have one back here. Isn't that beautiful? I do like the purple. It doesn't even have to have the flowers. It can just be the purple backdrop, which I do have, I'm pretty sure, in my Ko-fi account, which is down below. Okay, so right here, I need a little something. We need to put a little embellishments there. I have this little bit of lace. I need a butterfly. Let me see if I got any left. Okay, this is gonna be the perfect size. So let's cut this little butterfly out. This is part of the collection. It's called Roses and Butterflies Journal Kit. Roses and Butterflies. Such a beautiful, beautiful collection from My Porch Prints. Okay, let's just cut away. Let's cut. And then I will ink the butterfly as well. I will do that. I don't know where my little garbage bowl thing is. I think it's got some lace in it or something. Oh well. I bought some more lace and I have to coffee stain it. I have to coffee stain it because it's too white. So what I do is I get a little bit of coffee and throw the lace in there, and it makes it just right. I don't leave it a long time because I don't want it too dark. I'll show you the difference. Let's see if I have some. I think I do. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Just a second. Let's put this on here. Such a pretty butterfly. It's such a pretty little butterfly. I want a Brothers Scan and Cut so bad because I do so much fussy cutting. It's crazy. So I would love to have a Brothers Scan and Cut, but we have to wait a little minute. We have to wait a little minute. My husband's not been working, so these glues, you can find them in my Amazon list down below in the description box, and it'll take you straight to your Amazon account, and it will not cost you any more just because you're going through me. It just helps me. Oh, that's pretty. It just gives me a little kickback. I get a little tiny percentage of the purchase. So please, please help a girl out and go through my links down below if you need to go to Amazon. I would appreciate it very much. Okay, so this little butterfly is going to go on here with the lace, and then I need some little some words. Let's see. I got this is my porch prints as well. Let's see. What do I want to put on there? We're going to do this. We're going to cut this out and ink it up and put that on there as well. And we'll have this finished. There we go. My hands are all inky. Inky? Full of ink, okay? Full of ink. Okay, so there's that. I think I need a bigger piece of lace. Possibly. That is so pretty. Let me get a bigger piece. Let's see. I do not have a bigger piece cut, so let me cut this. I get this at Hobby Lobby. It's not pretty good price. When you get it on sale, it's not bad at all. Not bad at all. So that's better. I like that. That looks really good. And then this will go like that. And I don't mind it hanging off. I kind of really like that. So let's get our glue. Yes, I covered my jars. This is just a regular mason jar that I cut. Because I like to have my glue upside down. Just because. Alright, there we go. There's that. Let me put that down. And get my... There's that. Okay. Then let's do the butterfly. And we'll get that on there. So pretty. And we're going to do it kind of up a little bit. Not so much as an angle. I don't want it to meet the same angle as the paper. So we're going to do it like that. And then we're going to glue this down. And by the time I get through with this, I will have ink all over me. And I'm going to have to get a shower because I'm going to a 50th wedding anniversary celebration. Vow renewal for this beautiful, sweet couple friend of ours. 50 years they've been married. And we are going to go celebrate with them. We're going to do a vow renewal and then it'll be fun. Alright, so there it is. Oh, look how pretty. Isn't that gorgeous? It says, rejoice in the Lord always. I love it. I love it. And then I can put my little pieces of things that I add to my my book. So we have a pocket. Let's pretend like I have 3 sides glued down on a book page. You have a pocket. You have another pocket. That's 2, 3, and then 4. And I like to leave this side of the pockets, if I can, I like to leave them open. That way, if, like I said, if I have something a little bit wider, it will fit. And it doesn't have to be, I do most of my pockets that way, because I don't want to be restricted on the size that goes into that pocket or tuck or whatever. You know what I mean? I know you know what I mean. So let's pretend there's 1, 2, 3, and then 4. I love it. I hope you enjoyed this. This is really going to look good in my new journal that's coming up, that's getting made. I think this will be really pretty. So something else. I love this. So we'll be playing with these more often. I think you could even use like a vellum would be pretty, you know, like a see-through, like, you know how I use my bags? Let me get a bag. You know how I use these bags and I fold it in half and we have a pocket, a tuck, a pocket, and then a tuck. I think you could make this out of vellum or something to give it a more, let me see what I got. Wait, hold on. Hold on. I'll be right back. Okay, so someone gave me this beautiful wax paper. It still has an imprint right here, and this is like super old, but let's just see if it's going to be too thin to do this. But we're going to try it. We're going to try it. I'm going to make it a little, let's see, we're going to do the best we can. Wait a second. That's like way crooked. Just like that, I suppose. We're gonna go with it. We're gonna go with it. And then turn it over. And we're gonna go this way. And we're gonna do the same as each. We're gonna do just the same as we were. There we go. Just so we can show that we can do it with, you know, different papers. I figure that would be really nice. Now let's, this was not planned, but this is going to be nice. Let's see what we can do. We're going to cut this all the way to the edge, right there. Let me see. So I can have this over here. I will put that along a straight line so I can get it at least a straight cut, and not too bad. And then we're going to cut this to this point right there. There we go. All right, so we have that left over and we can use that in something. All right, so that is beautiful. We have this gorgeous, and it makes it stronger, and we can still put stuff here, here, and here. And if we wanted to, we could do a strip of something here and here, and then we can still do a corner thing. Let's see what I got over here. I have this. I can just go ahead and cut that. Let's see, I have two of them. I might use this right here or right here, and then use gold here or something, you know, alternate. Let's do that. Let's do that. We got enough time, I think. Let's cut that. Let me cut that down. Over here, I'm going to just do it over here. All right, so we can still glue that right there. I'm going to I have to ink it up too. All right, so we can do just, let me think. let's see, I have something here. Oh, okay. So the gold, I could just do that like that, and then do a gold strip. Let me cut it. Let me cut I'm gonna cut a nice little size strip. Let's see, this is about an inch. We're gonna put that right there. Did I, oh no, it's not. Yes, it is. No, it's not. Is it? It's gonna show. I need a longer piece. Let's see. That's gonna be really pretty though right there. Let me get a bigger piece. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I have this large 12 by 12. I'm gonna cut me a 1-inch strip. 1 inch, something like that. I guess it's 1 inch. There we go. I can save this. And then that will go here. That's really wide. And then I need a strip. Let's see, I can use this for here. Let me cut about, I think an inch is a little too much, but let's see what I got. That like that. And then a little gold tuck right here. That would be really nice because it will give it some strength too. So I might just cut a nice little square and put underneath there. Let's see, I want it about right there. About right there. How about that? That's so funny. Oh, we'll cut it about like right there. And that can fit under there. And let's see. I think I need to cut about that much, and I can just set that right under there like that. I may even tape it. I don't know, but what do y'all think? Does that look bad? And then when I ink it, you can see where everything goes. Let's just, you know, I'm gonna use this, so it doesn't matter. So I will use it irregardless of how I feel about it, because, you know, I've already cut it out and I'm gonna use it. I think it'll be really pretty. Let's ink this pieces up that's gonna go in on there. And then we'll ink up these pieces. I'll probably just tape it under there. And then let's ink this up. And that will strengthen this paper. So this kind of gives you an idea where you don't have to print. You can even use your scraps to cover the pieces that you want. You know what I mean? You can do that too. Let me do this. Okay. There we go. Just like that. And I need to, let me just get a piece of paper. Y'all know. There we go. Okay. This right here. And this right here. Vellum is a little stronger than this. This is like old, really old rice paper, so it's kind of thin, so I'm okay with, that's why I think it's a good idea for me to add these pieces, because it'll strengthen the pockets, but that'll be really pretty. So let me glue this stuff down and see what it's gonna look like. Let's just see, because and we can embellish this as well. Uh-oh. I'm going to ink this. You can barely see it. I know y'all can't really see it at all, but on my side, it's really nice. You know what I think I'm going to do is go under here. There. And here too. There, like that. And then that will go like that. Yep, we're gonna go with it. We're gonna just glue here, along here. There we go. And then straight down like that. That is so pretty. Okay, now let's cut this off. I love, this is gonna look good. And I'm gonna use it in my book, even though I'm gonna have two that look similar, but I'm still gonna use them in the book. There we go. That is gonna be really pretty. And then this one is gonna go right here, just like that. So let's put some glue down. And just hope that the glue does not go seeping through this paper, because it's so thin. And it possibly could. And that's okay too. That is all right too. So let's glue this, let's cut this off. There we go. And it possibly, probably, more than likely, would be better to use, possibly, probably, more than likely. We need to use, let's see. I'm going to cut it like that, just 'cause. And then I'm gonna open this up and glue it like that, and then I'm gonna run a little bit of tape on there. I don't want paper to get, oh, I love that. Okay, you can even use just copy paper, you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be rice paper, or you can use coffee stain paper, whatever your little heart's desire is, you know what I mean? You can use whatever you want, and it's going to be perfect. So there is that. Perfect. I love it. I love it. All right, that is so nice. And And so we'll have a pocket here, pocket here, pocket here, and a pocket back here. That is beautiful. So we can decorate it however you want. Okay, so let's put a little bit of glue straight on the bottom of that. Fold it back over. There we go. My mat, y'all, is just terrible. Okay, so there is that. What do you think? I love it. I love it. This paper is really, really thin. This probably was not the best choice of paper, but like I said, I just didn't want you to think you had to do 65 pound. Also, I think that regular 20 pound would be just fine. This 65 pound may be too much. I don't know. But we have options. We have options. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget that this is an idea from Pink Monarch Prints. Pink Monarch, like the butterfly prints. And I will link that video down below for you so you can go see it. Probably the proper way of doing it, but this is Connie's way. She's probably tells you so much easier than I just did. But anyway, here is a play that I had, and like I said, I could this one I did, and it's a different, look at that. I didn't when you're folding it, let me get my paper. When you're folding, after you fold it like this, you turn it over and you do it. Well, on this one, what did I do? I just made it thinner, I suppose. I just cut it thinner, so you can cut it so your cuts are, you know, instead of such a wide piece, you can have a thinner piece as well, and that would be really pretty. So I will be decorating this one to put it in another journal, in another one. Got to figure out how I want to cut this though. I will put that like that, and I will cut it here and then below here. This will be perfect. So let me put a little paper clip right here so I know what I'm doing with that, because I like this tall skinny as well. So there's different ways you can do it to make it different sizes. It does not have to be this width. You could cut it even smaller and have really small. You know, it's endless. So I hope you enjoyed this. Give me a thumbs up. Be sure and go check out my Amazon links down below and help a girl out. Y'all take care. Go to my Ko-fi account, get all the freebies. I'm fixing to be uploading some stuff this week. I'm so excited. I can't wait for y'all to see. And be blessed. Go to my Facebook page and add pictures of what you're working on. All right, that's it. I'm out. Be blessed. Talk to you real soon. Thumbs up, everybody. Leave comments. Bye, everyone.